Hey, the market has shifted here along the beautiful Florida Panhandle, and buyers, they have way more choices than they did even back in 2008. And sellers, they're having to negotiate more than they have in the past few years. But interest rates are still making affordability a key concern. So as realtors, how do you know if your buyer is serious and they're ready to take action? These are the top 3 questions that we're asking to help qualify and help motivated buyers make confident decisions in this challenging shift in market. Number 1, what do you want your monthly payment to be? Not what price range, because that doesn't reflect what they're comfortable paying for their monthly payment. This question helps anchor the search in real world affordability, not la la land. Like, I'm pre-approved up to $800, but I only want a monthly payment for a house that's about $400,000, right? If a buyer says they want a $2,500 a month payment, we reverse engineer the price range to get clarity on taxes, homeowners insurance, interest rates, all of the things that are going to go into that monthly payment to make sure that we're not showing them houses that they truly do not want the monthly payment for. There's nothing worse than going out and showing a house to a buyer that's looking at a house at $500,000, only to find out they want their payment to be a house that's $400,000. You think they're ever going to meet their expectations after they've seen a house that's $100,000 more? No, it makes your job twice as challenging. So make sure you find out what they want their monthly payment to be. Number 2, what would happen if you didn't buy a home in the next 6 to 12 months? Ask that question. This question reveals their sense of urgency or their motivation. If the answer is nothing, you may want to not give them your full attention, right? If the answer's we'd have to keep running and deal with the rising costs, or our kids can't start at the new school, then there's a life event that's going to drive a move, right? If they've got a kid that's going to go to a certain high school, that is motivation. Or they got a mother-in-law or a family member that's going to move in with them, and so they need a bigger house and they're going to move in by X date. That is a serious buyer that has serious motivation to move. And number 3, the third question you need to be asking is, what's missing in your current living situation that a new home would solve? All right, this question taps into emotion and lifestyle. And the 2 huge drivers that help make a real estate decision: emotion and lifestyle. Maybe it's space, privacy, location, school zone. Once we know all of that, we can help them solve the problem that they have. That's when buyers stop browsing and start buying, when we can fix the problem that they have, right? In a market where buyers are, they have more options than they've had in the last several years, it creates this freeze scenario, okay? You need to make sure you're helping eliminate some of those houses that aren't a good fit right off the bat. Don't just go show them a house because they asked to see it. Make sure you're doing a full buyer consultation and checking off everything on that house. If it doesn't match what they're looking for, then scratch it off. Tell them it doesn't fit. Your job isn't to show them every house. Your job's only to show the best houses that they actually may make an offer on. Don't confuse them. They're already confused enough. They're already scared enough right now in this current market. It is your job to lead them to find the home they want, at the price they want, in the time that they want. Hope this helps you with your clients.